and gentlemen, thank you for watching this video. My name is Yu Chao. I come from Beijing Institute of Graphic Communication, and I'm applying to Boston University Communication College.
How do you plan to advance your community as a result of your study in the field of communication?
Well, in my community, I think the communication is limited because in my community, there are only several out-of-date bulletin boards for most of the communication. So most of the inhabitants, they don't know what is going on in the community and they don't know what is going on in the local area. So and besides, when they have problems, they do not know how to contact with the related department and find somebody to help them. So if I can make an improvement, I would like to build a platform on Weibo. Weibo is something like Twitter in America, but in China we only use Weibo. If I can build a platform on Weibo, I would like to put all the information on the platform, including the information about the event and activity in the community and or in the local area, so the inhabitants can check them just in time. And if they have some problems, maybe the inhabitants can put their feedbacks on the platform too, so the manager of the related department can help them in time. I think these methods are really useful and efficient. And besides, in the future, if I can make more improvement, maybe I can use the method of media convergence to converge different kind of media like Weibo, as I mentioned above, and Weixin. Weixin is something like Skype in America, and television, maybe broadcast, to use all that kind of ways of communication together to make a better environment, a better communication for the inhabitants to improve their life.
Discuss a significant person in your life and describe the ways in which you have been influenced.
I think the people who influenced me a lot is Professor Ye Xin. Professor Ye Xin is an associate professor in Beijing Institute of Graphic Communication, and he's also one of my references. I like Professor Ye Xin because I still remember the first time I saw Professor Ye Xin. It's in his class called The Laws and Regulation of Publications. And I'm really impressed by his creativity and his warm-hearted. So later on, I joined a program called the Research on Collective Management of Digital Rights in China, and Professor Ye Xin, he's also the director of that program. And I also wrote a paper on that program. Professor Ye Xin gave me a lot of help. He offers me a lot of advices and recommendations to help me improve my paper. He also introduced me to Chinese Copyright Association, and in that association, I collected a lot of first-hand information, and I used that information to improve my final paper. So I really thank Professor Ye Xin a lot. I think his carefulness and his creativity influenced me a lot.
If you were to describe where you grew up to somebody who hadn't visited there before, what do you highlight?
Well, the place I grew up is Qingdao. Qingdao, as you know, is a coastal city near the Pacific Ocean. And in 2008, Beijing held the Olympic game, and Qingdao held the Olympic sailing event. So a lot of people came to Qingdao during that Olympic event. And in the history, Qingdao was colonized by Germany. So we can see a lot of diverse culture in Qingdao. And I think that multicultural environment is what I want to highlight in Qingdao. So, as you know, I grew up in such a multicultural environment, and I think I have been deeply influenced by that environment. I think I'm open-hearted. I think I can open to different kind of culture because we have there are also a lot of people that come from every corner of the world. They bring their point of view, and I'm totally open to that kind of view. So I think that environment makes me whole. Thank you. That's all.